Since getting this guitar, you might have noticed that I've used it in tons of videos, and to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to like it anywhere near as much as I do. This is the Fusion 3 from Harley Benton. It's the version with the tremolo. They also make it in a hardtail as well. I made an unboxing and initial impressions video of this guitar a few months back now, but since then I've been able to spend quite a bit of time with this guitar, so I feel like I'm able to give you a much more accurate opinion of it. You can buy this guitar for around £350, 400 euros or $350. And the quick version is that if you're interested in this guitar, I'd go for it. So first, let's talk about the specs, and then I'll tell you what I think about the guitar. And finally, I'll play you some sounds. So body-wise, it actually feels similar to a Jackson Dinky, which has a slightly smaller body shape, normally around 7/8 of the size, I think. I don't know if that's the case with this. It could be, but there's definitely something that feels high performance and sleek about this. It's like there's nothing to get in your way or hold you back. The body is made of Nyota and has a transparent finish on the back and this really cool silver sparkle finish on the front. They do also come in black if sparkle is a bit too flashy for your style, as well as other colour and pickup combinations, Floyd Rose equipped versions and hardtail versions. It has a bolt-on modern C-shaped neck made of roasted flame maple that's really eye-catching and perfectly finished. The fretboard is also roasted flame maple with 22 medium jumbo stainless steel frets that in this case have been finished to a really high standard and were perfect out of the box. It has a 25.5-inch scale length, as you would generally expect on this style of guitar, and a 12-inch neck radius, which is much flatter than traditional Fender-style guitars. Still kind of an interesting choice to decide not to go with a 14 or maybe a 12 to 16 compound radius, which you'd normally find on other comparable high-performance Strat-style guitars like Charvels and Ibanez, that kind of thing. Still a really good neck, nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with 12 inches. The nut is a good quality new bone nut that's been cut really well. The strings glide through the slots nicely without sticking. Overall, the tuning stability has been near enough perfect. The pickups are Roswell Alnico 5 PAF style, and to be honest, I wasn't too sure about them at first, but I think it's because I'm kind of really used to hot pickups in this style of guitar, and I've actually grown to really enjoy the clarity of these lower output pickups. And in some ways, they actually sound bigger than higher output alternatives. It has a 3-way switch, a master volume and a master tone control with push-pull function to coil split the pickups. Matte nickel hardware that I'm still a bit unsure about. It feels really good quality. It just reminds me of cheaper guitars. The Wilkinson 2-point tremolo is very good. Not as reliable as a locking trem, but still much better than the vintage style without the hassle of a locking trem. The tuners are staggered and lock-in, so that, along with the good quality well-cut nut, keeps the guitar in tune really well. I still have the same 10 to 46 strings on it that this guitar ships with, and it still feels pretty good after a good amount of playing. I would say that if you're looking elsewhere for a guitar with these features and this quality, you're probably going to need to spend about twice the amount of what this costs. I'd compare this to something from Charvel's Pro Mod series, Jackson's X series, and Schecter's, I don't know, maybe Sun Valley. Anything around the £600 to £800 mark. The benefit you get from buying one of the other brands is you get the branded pickups like Seymour Duncans or EMGs, so if you're looking into this guitar, maybe factor that into the price. When you consider the fact that it has the stainless steel frets, the roasted flame maple neck and fretboards, and the high quality hardware, I think that £350 is a bit of a steal. I played a hardtail version of one of these recently, and it was just as good. I did play a Fusion Telly version of one of these recently, and at first I thought it was perfect, but then I realised the high E string kept falling off the fretboards, and initially I thought it was because it had a more narrow neck, but then we looked and realised the bridge hadn't been put on straight. And you could clearly see this because the strings were way off the centre of the pickup's pole pieces. It was actually Perfecto de Castro that noticed this, not me, so I don't know why I'm trying to take credit. You know Perfecto. If you don't know Perfecto, look him up. He's a proper guitarist and he has an amazing YouTube channel. And the reason that I bring this up is that although this one is perfect and I have no problem recommending these guitars, you do have to check these guitars very closely. They're able to make these guitars at this price point partly because of the speed that they're able to build them. And that means that the chances of a problematic one slipping through quality control is higher. It's not a problem because it's easy to return, and I'm sure Thomann will look after you with a replacement or refund. Just check the guitar very carefully so that you can get this kind of thing sorted as soon as possible if you need to. As I mentioned before, the tuning stability has been perfect. The neck feels very solid. I've moved around between a few different tunings and haven't had to make any truss rod adjustments. If I did need to, access is easy enough. The neck feels comfortable and there are no sharp fret ends. It feels like somebody has put a lot of time into making the neck feel the way that it does. The lower output pickups and coil split make this guitar very versatile, and it can cover most styles easily. I'm not really a fan of coil splits and prefer higher output pickups, but that's completely a personal preference. Looking at the guitar and the features objectively, I can honestly say that I don't have a single complaint. So now I'll play you some isolated sounds. The sounds you'll be hearing will be coming through a 212 cabinet with vintage 30 speakers, mic'd up with an SM57. And before I do, can I just ask one quick favour? If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I know everybody asks and it's annoying, but it makes a huge difference and it allows me to keep putting out more content like this. So thank you so much. Let me know what you think about the sounds down below. I'm really impressed and I would 100% recommend this guitar. What do you think? Would you buy it? What do you think about the colour and the features? I made a video a little while ago showing the unboxing and my initial impressions of this guitar. You can find that video just here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.